Okay, Coopers Part 3. Tim Meadows came to visit Ron at the clinic to check the results of his blood test, which showed he had the late stages of prostate cancer and he only had 3 months to live. This made Tim very sad as he had 2 kids who are under 10 and he wanted to see them grow up. Ron offered if his wife wanted, he could offer her counselling to help her get through this difficult time. Tim asked if the kids and his wife need to be tested as well. Ron said, if they feel they want to be tested, I will do it at no additional charge, as this is a grieving time to you. David's first patient was a 64-year-old grandmother of 12, Nolene Jacobs, who was in about once a month for her monthly checkup and get new scripts for her medication if she needed any. Ron told David that she will probably be all right, but for her sake, it is good to be on the safe side. David did the tests, and he was thinking she definitely hasn't got a talking problem. She was just happy to be alive in this world, and it was hard to show this happy emotion because David gave her an eye test which she read correctly, every line except the super small line, and she needed a new pair of glasses which her pension meant it'll set her back $20, which isn't much. As usual, the rules that Ron and Sally made that Nolene will be bulk billed because it was hard to make any payments. Sue was having a hard time in the waiting when a wealthy businessman named John Little came into the surgery dressed up as Hitler. He believed he was a reincarnation of Hitler, and once a month would grace his presence by dressing up as Hitler and yelling out at the nurses in all the clinics in Melbourne he had bipolar, and he could become violent if he doesn't get what he wants and when he wants. Ha! Hitler! In the waiting room, there was an 88-year-old great-grandmother who was filling a script and a 15-year-old girl who was having her period. Both were scared of this Hitler character, but they didn't want to say anything out of place because there are consequences of their actions. John was really stressing Sue out, but she had to remain calm because it wasn't good to get angry with him. He was yelling about the Jews are invading my land, and every 20 seconds, the Jews are invading my land! The Jews are invading my land! The Jews are invading my land! And Sue was having trouble trying to calm him down. The Jews have been invading my land! Calm down! The Jews are invading my land! Calm down! The Jews are invading my land! Calm down! Eventually, Sue called Ron in to try to calm him down. Ron grabbed him around the waist and said, "Calm down, matey! It has not happened yet. But the Jews are invading my land! Calm down! Calm down, matey! It has not happened yet." He kept on yelling, "The Jews are invading my land! The Jews are invading my land! The Jews are invading my land!" Ron didn't know what to do here. So he called Sue in to give him a Valium to calm down. Oh, the Jews are invading my land. The Jews are invading my land. It worked, but they were wondering for how long. Ron said it calmed him down for now. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, said Ron. After that, Sally took over from Sue so she could have a coffee break. That was a stressing moment for them. Meanwhile, David came in the door and went to the cupboard to grab the Red Cross syringe bag to give the people their mental health drop at the mental health drop-in centre their booster shots, flu shots, blood tests, and even the annual needles that stop them from getting diseases. When he got there, he saw everyone was all spaced out in every corner of the centre, some with cigarettes in their hands, and some who are on medication, so fierce they have no energy to do anything. Everyone was happy to see David if they didn't really show it because of meds. David went into one of the rooms to set up the needle bay for the next 3 hours, and there are a lot of people coming here over the course of the day, and 3 hours is more than enough time for people to receive their needles. David found this really rewarding because mentally ill people are too spaced out to be in a busy doctor's surgery. There are a few people who get cranky with him, but David said it goes with the job and you can't change that. Eventually, when the 3 hours were up and everyone was happy, David packed everything up and headed back to the Cooper's clinic. And on the way, John, who thinks he is Hitler, saluting the cars. Ha! Hitler! Ha! Hitler! Driving past him, and drunken driver thought a beer bottle. A drunken driver threw a beer bottle out of his window and nearly hit him. And David saw the guy's number plate and rang the police. John was yelling, "Why were you hitting me for, you fucking Jew? I was your enemy! Why were you hitting me for, you fucking Jew? I was your enemy!" 3 days on, and Brendan Jones, who is wheelchair-bound for severe cerebral palsy, came in for his 6-month checkup just to see how he is going. Brendan was telling her everything, and I mean everything, that has been going on in his life in the last 6 months, including about being robbed at knife point because they thought he was somebody else. And Brendan, who really was pissed off about that, and that was hard. Sally offered him a shoulder to cry on, but there was not much she could do except just listen to him. Another thing, he was saying that he might be developing a mental illness because he was hearing voices from the teasers in his past, and he looked around and there was nobody there, and they were driving him crazy. "Oh my God, please stop teasing me! Oh my God, fuck you idiot! Oh my God, why are you fucking calling me a Kamari for? I'm better than you!" Sally gave him a brain scan to see if it could be mental illness in there, but she just tried to be positive about the whole thing. She told him, "I know it is hard, but just try and be positive." and he told Sally that he is starting to move his legs a lot easier than he did last time. And he was asking Sally whether it was a good thing or not, or bad thing. And Sally told him it was it was good, but you must just relax and not think you'll be cured in 3 months or something like that. Okay, so that was the end of that for part 3. We'll be back to part 4 later on.